Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Guess what I'm making today? Well, actually, I did not make these today. These are Twinchies. I don't know if you're familiar with Twinchies or not, but they are 2-inch embellishments. You can make inchies, which are 1-inch embellishments, but these are 2-inch embellishments. And these are just some that I have made, and they make great embellishments for your pages, like in your journal. You take a blank page like that. You could put one right there, glue it down. You could put one here and glue two sides and leave this side open for a pocket. Sometimes I like to glue them right in the middle and overlap the page just a little, especially if it has a dangle on it, and that dangle can hang toward the outside. So these are some Twinchies that I have made, and I just wanted to kind of give you some inspiration. I made paper flowers. I put buttons on them, lace. These kind of cute little decorative buttons have a shank on the back, and you just take some wire cutters and snip that shank off. This one I did some free motion writing. I wrote "Give Hugs," and then this was a piece of leather kind of stuff. And I just stuck it in there and stitched some green velvet over it, just something fun. That one's got some free motion writing on it, and so does this one. These are just some words that I always frame my words in dark brown or dark or black or something like that. And see there, it just kind of makes them pop a little more. This one's got a sewing machine button on it. So anyway, this is what we're going to look at making today. And you can see they're a little messy. See I've got stuff everywhere. And they don't have to be Twinchies, by the way. This one's about a 1x2. I don't have a word for that. If a 1x1 is an inchy and a 2x2 is a Twinchy, what would a 1x2 be? Sounds like a riddle. Somebody give me an answer in the comments below. And then this one's 2 by about 1.5. So it really don't matter. You can make them any size in the world you want to make them. Okay, now they can be paper, they can be fabric. This one's paper, and then some fabric trims and stuff on it. These are some that I had started, so I'm going to just start with that. What I have done, I put some fusible interfacing on the back of a piece of fabric just to make it stiff. Okay, so it's not real stiff. This one had a little fusible on it, but not even the whole thing was covered, or that one either. These are just scraps. I'm just using my scraps and stuff. And then I put some fibers and some rickrack and a piece of tulle over that, and I just stitched all that down. So I've got some texture there. This burlap has a little bit of tulle here with some fibers stitched under it. This one's got the same thing. You don't have to do that. Like I said, you can do anything in the world you want to. But I was thinking with at least one of these, this little photo here I thought this would be so cute. This is one of those little Tim Holtz photos. And I'm going to have to cut it down because it's still a little bit too big. I think I'm going to put it on that one. That might be cute there. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put it over to the side and then maybe put a flower. I think like the flower at the top of her head, not his head. It made him look feminine. We don't want that. Oh, let me show you this too. This was yarn. You can buy this in the yarn section. I'm trying to get you to think out of the box. Look what you can do with it. Look at this yarn. Look at that. Is that so cool? I think it's just neat. I saw that and I thought, oh, I can use that with junk journaling. So what I do, I kind of treat it like gauze. Like I've got some coffee dyed gauze, but this one pulls apart and it's almost spider webby, but it's fun. So what I would do, I might take a little bit of that and just create a little texture on my background right there. And then I'm going to put my picture down on top of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue it, and it's going to hot glue all of that together at the same time. Okay, so I'm just going to put some hot glue. You can use any glue. Oh, come on, glue gun. Don't fail me now. You can use any glue you want. And like I said, I'm going to just kind of put it over there to the edge a little bit because I wanted to put a flower over here. And then I just pulled out some flowers. These are those little Prima flowers. You can make your flowers. You can punch them. You can cut them, whatever. But so I would just pick a flower now that I like. Let's see, that's the one I was looking at. And I kind of like the way that looks. Kind of do. Now, I've had people ask me before how I do my eyelash or whatever behind it. Behind my embellishments, because I like things to be fuzzy and, well, you can look and tell, can't you? Look at this. I like all these hairy things hanging out. I just think it's so cool. So what I do is I just take some eyelash yarn. That's too matchy right there. I want it to show up. So I'll put the cream. I use cream and brown pretty much the most, and according to the size of the embellishment. So this is a small flower. Sometimes I wrap 2 fingers, sometimes I wrap 3. But for a small flower, I just wrap it around 1 finger, hold the 2 ends together. See, I've just got a circle. And then I put that circle down right where I want my flower to be. And then I take my hot glue and I just dribble some hot glue. Just make sure I'm anchoring that eyelash down. And then I get my flower and I squash it all down. Squash, y'all. We say squash in Alabama. I squash it all down. Get it all down in there. And then if there's too many fibers, say, covering the man's head, his face, I might move a few of those. Okay, so now we've got something that's wonderfully interactive already. And then I've got this little button here, just a little vintage button, but it's so cute and pearly. And I thought, that would look so cute. Let's just, and again, for sake of the video, I'm using hot glue just so that I can do this and not have to wait on it to dry. You can use Fabri-Tac. You can use 3-in-1. I have it here if I need it. So anyway, and you could say that one's finished, or you could put a little word down here. That'd be kind of cute. I might go back and do that later. Okay, so let's see. Let's do something different now. So if we do this one, I have to see what color. I don't think I have the right colors. That would go with it. So I might have to layer up a flower here. So what if we took, I'm just kind of squashing that out because it was messed up a little bit. What if I took that flower and that flower and that flower and layered those 3? Oops, I like it. I like it. Now, sometimes what I do when I get my flowers, listen to me, when I get my flowers lined up, I go ahead and glue them because this glue gun is a low temp and it dries so doggone fast, you got to move with it. And I think I like that cutie little button right there. Let that be the center. Oh, he's so cute. That's so homespun looking. All right, so now I need some frou-frou behind him. And I know there's frou-frou up underneath that tulle, but I want something to kind of fluff out behind this thing right here. So since my flower's white, I don't want to use that cream eyelash, so I'm going to go with the light brown or golden brown, whatever you would call it. And I'm just going around 1 finger, and I'm going to put my little cluster of fibers down there, and I'm going to add some hot glue from one side to the other just to make sure I get them all. You can always go back and add more glue under your flower if you need to, but I've never had to. And this one also, I think a word would be cute. I was looking at that, just a little word, just a little something, something right there would be really, really cute. Now, you don't have to do flowers and you don't have to do people. You don't have to do work. You can do anything you want to. It could be all buttons if you wanted it to be. I've got some cute, look how cute that is. It's a little sewing machine. I love it. But it's too matchy-matchy. So I would go with more of a contrast. Now, that one's got some design to it. So, and then I've got these little flowers. If I want to go into some color, I could do that. If I want to boho it up a little, I could go with some bright colors. So really, I mean, anything goes. I got flat back pearls, which that is a humongous one. I don't think I'd want to use it because it would cause too much bulk in there. I kind of like that button, and I like, oh, that one just, you see that? See how that just went away? That you can just see through it, and it's like, okay, can't hardly even see that button anymore. He disappeared on me. So we would find something that does not get lost in the background. Those a little better. So anyway, y'all just have fun. Do anything you want to with it. Have a good time creating and making some really cool embellishments for your junk journals. And anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.